Hi, and welcome to the Sport.ca show. I'm your host, Aaron Dahl. This is Canada's first broadcast that features local sports and local teams from all across this great sporting nation. We are broadcasting countrywide to highlight your sport, your team, and your stories. Whether you're playing Pee-wee hockey in Moose Jaw, cheering for your high school basketball team in Hamilton, or coaching a soccer team in St. John's, this is your show at Sport.ca, where we bring it all together. Well, it's hockey season, so let's get it started. Our first report comes from Newfoundland and Labrador. In Atom Hockey, the CVR Renegades lost their first game of the season to the Mount Pearl Blades 2-1. Most of the game was played in front of the Mount Pearl Blades net, with the Blades goaltender making excellent saves. The game was not without some controversy, however, as the Renegades had a goal disallowed late in the third period. In the final minutes of the game, with the score tied 1-1, the Blades scored the winning goal. That loss puts an end to the Renegades' 6 games winning streak, and the Renegades will try and regroup for their next game against the St. John's Caps, where they'll look for some revenge against the referees. Report number 2, sticking with the Rock. The Kinsmen played a great game on the road and came away with a well-deserved 6-3 win. With a 3-goal lead early in the third period, it looked like another easy win, but after giving up 2 quick goals, the Kinsmen saw their lead shrink to only 1. The team recovered midway through the period and extended their lead to 5-3. Brandon Fitzgerald turned in another outstanding performance in goal, and head coach Howard Purchase was pleased to award Fitzgerald Player of the Game for his terrific effort. The Unsung Hero Award went to Zach, the Big Man, Clark, whose play on defense was a big part in the team's win. Both teams displayed great sportsmanship during the game, and no penalties were assessed against either team. So it's always good to see those little munchkins playing nicely. Moving to Ontario hockey action. The Dickens hockey team gathered its first win of the season behind the stellar performance of Dan Mote in between the pipes. Dickens limited the shots on net for the Huskies, defeating them 5-3. This brings the Dickens record to 1-1 for the year, and hopefully this will be the start of them stringing together a few victories. Also in Ontario, we are happy to announce that the Canadian Women's Hockey League is up and running for the 2007-2008 season. The league states that the goal is simple: to build a future for women in hockey and help produce world-class female players and role models. There is no question that along with increased awareness of the Women's League, there's also great potential for the growing of the game. The CWHL is comprised of the Ottawa Capital Canucks, the Montreal Stars, the Quebec Phoenix, and 4 Greater Toronto Area teams: the Brampton Thunder, the Mississauga Chiefs, the Burlington Barracudas, and the Vaughan Flames. They will play a 40-game schedule, with the top 2 teams facing 2 squads from the Western Women's Hockey League at a national championships in Charlottetown next March. It's not all hockey here at Sport.ca. Turning to Grand Falls, Windsor, Newfoundland, Men's Basketball League. Danini's delivered a loss to M&M Meat Shops, while Coca-Cola handed Powerade their first loss of the season. Danini's doubled M&M by a score of 70-35. This wasn't even close, folks. Corey King shot for 20, while Aiden Keynes laid in 15 points for Danini's. Meanwhile, Jeremy Wall dropped 15 points from the field for the weak M&M Meat Shops team, and that was like half their points. In Game 2, Coca-Cola beat Powerade 88-84 in a tight one. Coca-Cola led for most of the game and held off a fourth-quarter surge by the persistent Powerade team. Richard Brenton and Ben Kelly combined for 61 points for Coke. Dave Hanlon led Powerade with 16 points. Peter Morris was the real story in this game. He surged for 10 of his 15 points late in the fourth period. Powerade's leading scorer, Brian Cook, was sidelined with a possible ACL knee injury in the first half of the game. His status for next week's game is questionable. And now it's time for scores and standings. Volleyfest, happening on the last week in October, is the largest tournament east of Calgary, and once again it was a huge success. So let's check out some results. Check out news.sport.ca for more results from Volleyfest. Pee-wee AAA hockey is in full swing again this season, thanks to their sponsor, Alliant. They're looking forward to another great season of hockey. Let's take a look at some of the recent results. Okay, now it's time to review the Newfoundland Tri-Com and IHL hockey standings. And now it's time for a salute to the users of Sport.ca. First off, we're going to do our Players of the Week. For this, we're going back to Kinsman's Pee Wee Hockey Team and Trevor Paddock. Here he is. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. For our Photo of the Week this week, we're turning to Ryan LeDrew, signing this banana. Different strokes for different folks. Our Team of the Week this week, we're turning back to the Newfoundland Grand Falls Windsor's Men's Basketball League and Danini's for laying the smackdown on M&M Meat Shops 70-35. And that's our show for today. Thanks for logging on. We cover the sports that you are playing and watching. Hockey, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, volleyball, and any other sports you guys are playing. You send it to Sport.ca and we'll broadcast it. Thanks to our sponsors for supporting local sport and recognizing local sports heroes. Thanks for tuning in.